In the beginning, there was silence, a darkness so profound it seemed eternal, a void, untouched, unbroken, infinite. Then, somewhere in that ocean of emptiness, light was born. A spark, a whisper of brilliance that scattered across the void, igniting the first stars. Each one burned like a promise that from nothing, beauty could rise. Among these countless lights, one particular glow shimmered faintly across time and space. To the human eye, it appears as a soft, misty smudge in the night sky. But beyond the blur lies a world of unimaginable scale, the Andromeda Galaxy. Andromeda is no ordinary light in the sky. It is a sprawling metropolis of suns, 1 trillion stars, bound together by gravity, swirling in majestic spirals of dust and cosmic fire. It hangs in the heavens 2.5 million light years away, so distant that the light reaching us tonight began its journey before the first humans ever walked the Earth. When we look at Andromeda, we aren't seeing it as it is now, but as it once was, a message from the ancient past carried on a beam of light that crossed the universe to reach our eyes. Our own galaxy, the Milky Way, and Andromeda are not strangers. They are sisters, cosmic dancers caught in an eternal waltz. Their orbits are intertwined by gravity, drawing them slowly together across the gulf of space. Even now, as we live our brief human lives, Andromeda is approaching us, pulled closer with every passing second. One day, far in the future, these two colossal galaxies will collide, merging into a new and radiant creation, a single colossal galactic body born from destruction and chaos. But before that destiny unfolds, there is a journey to make. A voyage beyond our solar system, beyond the quiet shimmer of our stars, through the intergalactic night to see Andromeda as it truly is. To glimpse the heart of another galaxy, to understand its past, and to imagine its future. This is not just a voyage through space. It is a voyage through time, through 2.5 million years of light and silence, toward one of the greatest wonders in the universe. This is the story of Andromeda, the closest galaxy to our own, and the one that will one day become part of us. When ancient stargazers first lifted their eyes to the night sky, they saw Andromeda not as a galaxy, but as a ghostly cloud, a faint, shimmering blur suspended in the black so subtle that only on the darkest nights could it be seen. To them, it was a mystery, a little cloud among the constellations. The Persian astronomer Abd al-Rahman al-Sufi first documented it over 1,000 years ago, calling it al-Latifa al-Samawiyya, the little nebulous one. He had no way of knowing that what he saw wasn't a cloud at all, but an entire galaxy, a realm of countless suns, so vast that light itself takes millions of years to cross it. Centuries later, telescopes revealed the truth. In the early 20th century, astronomer Edwin Hubble turned his telescope toward this faint patch of light and discovered something revolutionary. He found that the Andromeda Nebula was far beyond the boundaries of our own Milky Way, an island universe in its own right. For the first time, humanity realized that our galaxy was not the entire cosmos. There were others, billions of them, each filled with stars, planets, and possibilities. That discovery changed everything. It was as if humanity had been living inside a single house, believing it was the world, only to step outside and see an entire city stretching into infinity. The light that revealed Andromeda's secret had been traveling for millions of years to reach Hubble's telescope. Each photon that entered his lens had left Andromeda before humankind existed, before the ice ages, before the continents took their current shape. And yet, it had survived the journey, a cosmic postcard sent from another era. When we look at Andromeda today, we are not seeing its present. We are witnessing ancient history, captured in the glow of its stars. Every beam of light carries the memory of what was, frozen in time. Whispering the story of a galaxy long ago, Andromeda's light is a time machine. When you gaze up at it through the cold, clear air of a dark night, you are not merely stargazing, you are looking into the past. You are seeing a galaxy as it existed 2.5 million years ago when our ancestors first struck stones together to create fire. In that moment, the universe itself becomes a storyteller, and you, the listener. The light you see has crossed an unimaginable gulf of emptiness, passed through invisible clouds of intergalactic gas, brushed by wandering comets and dead stars, all to deliver to your eyes a vision of something that once was. That is the power of Andromeda. It humbles and awakens. It reminds us that even in the vast silence of space, light endures. It carries history, memory, and meaning across time. It connects us tiny beings on a small planet to a galaxy 1 trillion suns wide. And as we stand here staring upward, we realize that the cosmos is not far away. It lives within us, reflected in our curiosity and our endless hunger to know what lies beyond the stars. As our imaginary spacecraft drifts closer to Andromeda, the faint blur that once looked like a cloud begins to unfurl into a breathtaking spiral. The closer we move, the more its structure takes form, two immense arms of stars sweeping outward like the brushstrokes of a cosmic artist curling around a radiant heart of light. Each arm stretches across tens of thousands of light years, filled with glowing clusters, fiery nebulae, and the remnants of long-dead suns. It is a cathedral of creation, where stars are born, live, and die in the endless rhythm of the universe. Andromeda is a true giant among galaxies. Spanning over 220,000 light-years, it is more than twice the width of our Milky Way. Contained within it are nearly 1 trillion stars, countless planets, and thousands of star clusters, each one potentially home to worlds like our own. When we speak of Andromeda, we are speaking of an empire of light, a sprawling city that never sleeps. From afar, its beauty is tranquil and serene, but up close, it is a realm of power and chaos, a place where gravity and fire weave the fabric of eternity. At its core lies a supermassive black hole, more than 100 million times the mass of our Sunday. It is a silent monarch, ruling from the shadows, its immense gravity shaping the motions of the stars around it. Yet even this darkness gives life to light, for it is here, near the galactic center, that the oldest stars burn. These ancient suns have witnessed the galaxy's entire history, from its violent birth billions of years ago to its graceful dance today. Around them, newer stars continue to ignite, glowing in brilliant hues of blue and white clustered in the galaxy's luminous arms like jewels scattered on silk. Andromeda's spiral arms are living rivers of creation. Within them lie vast clouds of gas and dust, the raw material of stars. Over millions of years, gravity pulls this matter together, compressing it until nuclear fire bursts to life, igniting a new sun. Nearby, planetary systems begin to form, spinning into orbits around their newborn stars. Somewhere in those distant systems, perhaps, are rocky worlds, oceans, skies, and maybe even life gazing up at their own night sky, wondering if they are alone. Yet, for all its beauty, Andromeda is not a peaceful place. Beneath the elegance of its spirals, it is a battlefield of gravity and motion. Stars race through its arms at incredible speeds. Clusters of smaller galaxies are torn apart as Andromeda's immense gravitational pull absorbs them, swallowing entire star systems and leaving behind trails of starlight that weave like scars across its edges. It is a living, breathing organism, growing, consuming, evolving. And when we look upon this colossal spiral, we can't help but feel awe. For in its light and motion, we see the story of the cosmos itself, the eternal cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. Every atom within us, the carbon in our cells, the iron in our blood, the oxygen we breathe, was once forged in galaxies like this. We are, quite literally, made of stardust from places like Andromeda. To study it is to study our own origins, to look into a cosmic mirror reflecting what we once were and what we may become. And as our journey continues toward its glowing heart, a realization dawns: Andromeda is not just another galaxy. It is a glimpse into our own destiny. As we drift past the glittering arms of Andromeda, the view becomes overwhelming, a panorama of light stretching endlessly in every direction. Every pinprick we see is a star, each one with its own story. Some are young and fierce, burning blue and bright. Others are ancient, dim embers slowly fading after billions of years of radiance. The galaxy's arms seem alive, in constant motion, like vast rivers of fire flowing through space. And there, at the center, lies its heart, a brilliant golden core pulsing softly in the darkness. Crossing into the central bulge is like entering a different world. The density of stars increases until they begin to blur together into a glowing sea of light. Here, night as we know it doesn't exist. If you could stand on a world orbiting one of these stars, your sky would never grow dark. Hundreds of suns would shine above you, painting the heavens in gold and crimson. The radiation would be intense, the gravity stronger, and the silence absolute. It is both mesmerizing and terrifying, beauty and danger intertwined in perfect balance. At the very heart of Andromeda, hidden behind veils of dust and light, lies a monster, a supermassive black hole. It is invisible, yet its presence shapes everything around it. Stars spiral closer, dancing at tremendous speeds before being flung away or swallowed whole. When gas and dust fall into its event horizon, they erupt into blinding energy, outshining entire clusters of stars. It is a paradox, the most destructive force in the galaxy, and yet, in a way, also its most creative. For in the turbulent regions near this black hole, matter is reborn, energized, and scattered back into space, seeding future generations of stars. Around the galactic center, ancient star clusters orbit like faithful sentinels. These clusters, tight, glowing spheres of hundreds of thousands of suns, are fossils of Andromeda's youth. They have survived countless cosmic storms, galactic collisions, and eons of change. To gaze upon them is to look back billions of years, to a time when the first galaxies were still forming, and the universe itself was young. These clusters hold the memory of creation written in starlight instead of ink. As we move outward again, we pass through lanes of dark dust, the raw, unrefined matter from which stars and planets are born. These clouds are thick and silent, but within them, something miraculous happens. Gravity begins to weave its spell, drawing particles together, compressing them until the pressure ignites nuclear fusion, the birth of a new sun. Across Andromeda, this process repeats endlessly, like cosmic breathing, inhale-exhale creation and destruction in perfect rhythm. And amidst this chaos, we find beauty. Nebulae bloom like cosmic flowers, glowing clouds of hydrogen and helium stretching for light years. Their colors swirl in shades of violet, sapphire, and crimson, illuminated by the newborn stars nestled within them. These are the nurseries of Andromeda, the places where the next generation of suns and worlds will rise. It is here, in the heart of the galaxy, that life itself may begin again and again in infinite variations across countless worlds. Standing in awe of this cosmic ballet, one truth becomes clear. Andromeda is not just a galaxy. It is a living entity, breathing, evolving, and dreaming across billions of years. Every star that flickers, every world that spins, Every light that travels through its depths adds to its story. And somehow, in ways we cannot yet understand, that story is connected to ours. Because one day, Andromeda's journey and the Milky Way's journey will become one. Every moment, silently and invisibly, Andromeda moves closer to us. Its stars drift through the void at more than 400,000 kilometers per hour, a relentless approach that has been underway for billions of years. We don't feel it, and we can't see it happening, but gravity has already written our fate. The Milky Way and Andromeda are destined to meet. In roughly 4 billion years, their spiraling arms will begin to intertwine, marking the beginning of one of the most magnificent events the universe can produce, a galactic collision. At first, the change will be subtle. From Earth's surface, long before the final collision, Andromeda will appear larger in our night sky, no longer a faint smudge, but a shining disk of light stretching across the heavens. Over millions of years, it will grow brighter and closer, until one night, the two galaxies will fill the sky together, vast rivers of stars overlapping like glowing ocean. It will be a sight of unimaginable beauty and quiet devastation. When the collision begins, the galaxies won't crash together like solid objects. Space is too vast for that. The stars within each galaxy are so far apart that almost none will physically collide. Instead, they will drift through each other, pulled and reshaped by gravity. Their delicate spiral arms will stretch and twist, forming long, glowing tendrils of stars that arc across space like cosmic brushstrokes. The Milky Way and Andromeda will become one vast chaotic storm, a gravitational dance lasting billions of years. The supermassive black holes at the centers of both galaxies will begin their own slow spiral toward one another. Each will draw in stars and gas, feeding on the chaos, until they eventually merge into a single, even greater black hole, a gravitational titan whose power will ripple through space and time itself. Around them, stars will be flung into new orbits, some hurled into intergalactic space, others drawn closer into a new, brighter core. If any distant civilizations exist on planets within these galaxies, they will witness a sky transform beyond imagination. Nights will blaze with thousands of new stars. Vast, glowing arcs of light will stretch from horizon to horizon. It will be both beautiful and terrifying, a front-row seat to the rebirth of a galaxy. Eventually, after billions of years of this cosmic turmoil, calm will return. The two galaxies will settle into one, a new, larger elliptical galaxy that astronomers have already given a name, Milkomeda, the fusion of the Milky Way and Andromeda. The spiral arms will fade, replaced by a smooth, radiant glow. A new galactic heart will shine at its center, where the twin black holes once danced. And in that moment, the universe will have completed one of its grandest works of art, two galaxies, born in separate corners of the cosmos, colliding not in violence, but in creation. The stars of Andromeda and the Milky Way will mingle, their light blending into one shared legacy. Some of those stars will survive, others will be born anew. And perhaps somewhere among them, a future civilization will look up and see a peaceful, luminous sky, never knowing that once their galaxy was two. This is the destiny written in the fabric of space itself, the inevitable embrace of Andromeda and the Milky Way. Not a story of destruction, but of transformation. In the quiet language of gravity, the universe tells us that even endings can become beginnings, and even collisions can create harmony. Long after the chaos of the collision fades, the universe will fall silent once more. The spirals of Andromeda and the Milky Way will have dissolved into a single, majestic shape, an enormous, glowing sphere of stars drifting through an ever-darkening cosmos. The newborn galaxy, Milkomeda, will shine for trillions of years, carrying within it the memory of everything that came before. Every star, every planet, every atom that once belonged to Andromeda or the Milky Way will now be part of something new, a shared legacy written in starlight. In this new age, the night sky will look unlike anything we know. From a distant world orbiting a quiet star, a being might gaze upward and see a sky saturated with light, thousands of suns blazing close together, glowing like jewels suspended in the void. The concept of night will vanish. Instead, eternal twilight will bathe the horizon. The universe, for that observer, will feel small, intimate, a cradle of endless light and motion. Yet beyond that glowing realm, the universe will continue to expand. One by one, the galaxies around us will drift away, carried outward by the relentless push of cosmic expansion. Billions of years from now, Milky Way may stand alone, surrounded by infinite darkness. The stars of Andromeda and the Milky Way, once neighbors, will be among the last lights visible in the sky. Their merger will be one of the final symphonies before the universe's grand silence, and still, their light will travel. Long after the last star fades, the photons born from this merger, the light of Andromeda, will continue to move outward, crossing the empty ocean of time. They will never stop, never die, echoing across eternity as whispers of what once was. In that light lies our story. The story of galaxies that collided, of stars that lived and died, of atoms that became life and consciousness, and of eyes that looked up and wondered why. Because that's what makes this story truly timeless. The Andromeda Galaxy isn't just a distant swirl of light, it's a reminder of who we are. Every time we look at it, we are looking at our own future. We are seeing what will become of our galaxy, our home, and everything we know. And perhaps that's the most profound truth of all. In the vastness of space, everything is connected. The stars, the galaxies, even us all made from the same cosmic dust, all bound by the same invisible thread of gravity and time. When we gaze at Andromeda, we are not looking into the distance. We are looking into ourselves, into our origins, our destiny, and the silent poetry of existence. It tells us that even in the face of unimaginable scale and time, beauty endures, creation endures, and light always finds a way to shine. So the next time you stand beneath a clear night sky and spot that faint, hazy patch of light, remember this: that's Andromeda. It's racing toward us across 2 million light years, carrying the story of the cosmos itself. One day, its stars and ours will share the same sky, the same heart, and in that union, the universe will once again remind us that nothing truly ends, everything transforms. Beyond the glare of its billion suns, hidden within the soft light of Andromeda's spiral arms, lie worlds that no human eye has ever seen. These are the exoplanets of Andromeda alien spheres orbiting distant stars, each carrying its own mysteries. Some may be barren wastelands of ice and dust, others blistering deserts scorched by twin suns. But a few, a precious few, might cradle oceans, clouds, and the whisper of life. Astronomers can't see these worlds directly, they are too far, too faint. But through delicate shifts in starlight, we can sense their presence. The galaxy's faintest tremors betray their existence. As stars dim and brighten in rhythmic patterns, a cosmic heartbeat revealing a planet's silent orbit. Imagine standing on one of these worlds, 2.5 million light years from home. The night sky would be unlike anything we know, no soft Milky Way glow, no familiar constellations. Instead, the heavens would blaze with the immense disk of Andromeda itself, a swirling sea of stars stretching across the entire sky. To any life that might exist there, our own galaxy, the Milky Way, would appear as a small, hazy oval in the distance, a faint neighbor glimmering in the cosmic dark. These planets remind us of something profound, that Andromeda is not just a distant swirl of light. It is a living system of suns and worlds, a mirror of our own home on a galactic scale. Somewhere out there under alien skies, there could be beings who look up at our Milky Way and wonder the same things we do. Are we alone? Are they out there? And what lies between us? For now, Andromeda drifts silently in the darkness, but it is moving. Every second, it races toward us at a staggering 110 kilometers per second, closing the gap between two titanic galaxies destined to collide. This is not an if, but a when. In about 4 billion years, Andromeda and the Milky Way will meet a cosmic dance billions of years in the making. Imagine it. Two immense spiral galaxies, each holding hundreds of billions of stars drawn together by the invisible hand of gravity. From a distance, the view would be breathtaking, two luminous disks slowly approaching, their arms stretching and twisting like ribbons of starlight. Then the collision begins. But unlike what we imagine from movies, this won't be a fiery explosion or a sudden crash. Space is vast, so vast that stars rarely collide. Instead, they'll pass through one another, pulled and reshaped by gravity's power. Whole systems will be flung into the void, and others will merge, forming new constellations, new suns, and perhaps new worlds. Our night sky will transform. If humanity still exists, perhaps watching from some far-flung colony among the stars, they will see a sight no living creature has ever witnessed. The Milky Way stretching open as Andromeda rises, filling the heavens with its glowing core. Over millions of years, the two galaxies will twist into one another, their spiral arms blending into a single colossal formation, a new elliptical galaxy, sometimes called Milkomeda. At the heart of this newborn galaxy, the two supermassive black holes, one from Andromeda and one from the Milky Way, will begin their own violent dance. Spiraling closer, they'll consume stars and gas in their wake, finally colliding in a burst of gravitational waves that will ripple across the universe. A moment of unimaginable power, and yet one that marks a new beginning. This galactic collision will not be a death, but a rebirth. From chaos, order will emerge again. New stars will ignite, new planets will form, and the universe will continue its endless rhythm of creation and destruction. Even as galaxies merge and reshape the cosmos, something profound remains the story of light. For every star that fades, another will shine. And among those countless suns, perhaps one will rise over a world where someone else looks up and wonders about us. The Andromeda Galaxy isn't just a swirl of distant stars, it's a mirror of our destiny. It drifts silently through the dark, carrying within it the story of creation, destruction, and rebirth. One day, it will meet our Milky Way, and together they will form a new galaxy, a single, luminous heart beating in the vast universe. And in that union lies a reminder that even across billions of light years, everything is connected. The stars above us are not strangers, they are our future. The universe is still writing its story, one star, one world, one dream at a time. If you want to keep traveling beyond the edge of the known, make sure to subscribe and join us again on the next journey through the cosmos.